Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up for turn number 4. Who's it gonna be? Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the great debate at the Knoxville Raceway, and fantastic show that we have in store for you here this evening. Race number 3 of 6, so this is going to be the halfway point here in the great debate to settle the differences between VLR, BDR, and 3D. It's not really differences. To settle, see who's going to come out on top here of this series, team-wise and even individual-wise. Got to thank all the great sponsors here. There, see them scrolling down in the left-hand corner all evening long. Got to thank Ken Skins, Swarts Speed Shop, IracingIflag.com, Full Velocity Racing Network, VLR, Steezy Films, One Shot Scrap and Recycling, and most importantly, 3D Racing for everything that they have done to get this thing together. The great debate has been fantastic, so we'll wait and see what's going to happen here. Who's going to take down version number 3, as it's been 2 VLR drivers BDR and then a VLR driver, and VLR really steamrolled them last week, and we'll see what's going to happen. Unofficial points right now as they sit, as we're looking at the weekly results and incident reports and everything that we have in here, but looks like Keller right now at the top of the board there, and again, like I said, unofficial 218, no, 240. Now those are a little bit messed up right now. So we're going to stay away from that, but I can tell you what team points are. VLR with 340, 3D Racing with 314, and BDR with 288 right now as they sit. Still got about a minute left of qualifying here. We're looking at the drivers here, the star-studded lineup of drivers. Cannot wait to see what's going to happen here. And reminding you guys to share the link out there, let everybody know the Full Velocity Racing Network is live. We're on YouTube, we're on 3D YouTube, we're on the 3D page, the VLR Racing page for Facebook, and of course, Full Velocity Racing Network. Hey, you like what you see here on the Full Velocity Racing Network? Head on over to our Facebook page, give us a like and a follow. We're only, it looks like 1,200 follows away from hitting that 10,000 mark, and hey, hit up with some star donations. They go a long way, and our rewards for the top 3 star donators of the year will be handed out. Nice little plaques here, courtesy of the Full Velocity Racing Network. So, hey, you want to come up on top here, not only watch a great race, but come up on top of the star donations for the evening as we get locked and loaded here. Like I said, share it out there. Heat race number 1 getting ready to come to post, starting on the pole, driving that number 32 machine. That will be Steven Wilson. And his dancing partner to the outside, driving the number 16. That'll be Daniel Powell. And the number 32, excuse me. Outside of him, inside row number 2, the third starting spot. That's the number 74. Out of Iowa, that is Blake Brown from Team VLR. And Derek Dryman from BDR in this triple 4. I got some information on him a little bit earlier, but I promised him I wasn't gonna hurt him too bad here tonight, so I'm not going to. Derek Dryman rolling off in the 4th spot. 5th starter will be Chad Swarts aboard car number 44, and the number 71 from Team BDR. That's Richard Spar, and the position number 6. 7th starter will be the number 1 machine. That will be Eric Keller aboard that number 1, and outside him the number 22 of JD Sash. Shotgun on the field, driving the number 77. That'll be Warren Samoy. Samoy in the number 77. 9 cars we called for. All 9 cars out there on the speedway here. The Knoxville Raceway. 50 laps will be the distance here in the main. You said all the sponsors, the great sponsors, scrolling on down in the bottom left-hand corner that have made everything happen. Don't forget, folks, that we have Heat Race winner of getting some money. We have the A-Main getting some money. We have the Hard Charger getting some moolah. All at the end of the season here, along with a great points payout for not only the top drivers, but the top team here for the great debate here. And like I said, race number 3 at the Knoxville Raceway. So as we pace around here, the great debate, just looking at some of the drivers, where they're from, and some of the sponsors there. The number 32 here, who's on the pole. That is Stephen Wilson. Wilson right now, he's driving for Team VLR, of course. No sponsors from the Midwest, so he's kind of vague. So Stephen Wilson in that number 32, going to get ready to light the way, like to fire off a turn number 4. IracingIflag, green flag in the air. Number 32 machine down into turn number 1. That is Wilson. Second right now, Blake Brown. That number 74 down to the inside of Daniel Powell. And that number 32. Here comes the 444 of Derek Dryman. Dryman, the Team BDR guy, right there knocking out the door. He's in that 4th spot. Looking to take over the 3rd spot, maybe from the guys right there directly in front of him, is Blake Brown holding on to the 3rd spot as of now, but Dryman all over the rear bumper. We look back and forth. There is the 32 machine trying to set sail. That is Stephen Wilson, the other number 32 directly behind him. That's Daniel Powell trying to hold off Blake Brown here as we complete lap 1. Here, 15 laps will be the distance here in these heat races. So kind of like a B-main kind of feel here for the heat races. As that number 32, Wilson, just holding on there with Brown trying to close in. And then same way with Powell. Powell right there. About a car length and a half back in that number 32 machine. So far as all Team VLR, 1, 2, 3. Dryman running in the 4th spot. Chad Swarts running 5th. And Richard Spar running in the 6th spot. As these guys pretty much single file so far. We'll see how it's going to unfold as that number 71 of Spar trying to step up and out of line. Trying to get around the number 44 of Chad Swarts. So Swarts has looked pretty strong there in the middle portion of the high groove. Doesn't look like there's a lot of forward bite. Down to the bottom portion of the track, we're going to see that probably significantly change into the A-mains or the feature events, as you're going to see the track change quite a bit here at the Knoxville Raceway. So Wilson leading, let's go. Sheffield Graphics on board with Stephen Wilson, number 32 machine, as he goes around the Knoxville Raceway down into turn number 3, watching him slinging in there. And watch the throttle, or listen to the throttle response here on that number 32 machine. Right up on the bars is the number 32 of Stephen Wilson, trying to hold off Daniel Powell. Another number 32 car. There's a 32 car right there knocking on the door each and every lap, trying to make something happen. We'll see if Wilson's going to be able to hold off Powell here. We still got 8 laps to decide this one. Heat race number 1. So Blake Brown has really caught the top 2 too, as he's now looking to the inside of Powell. Powell right now holding on to the 2nd spot. It looks like Blake Brown trying to knock on the door, but they're pretty much now single file. As Brown did step out of line for a moment, he looked like he was able to catch that number 32 of Powell. But Powell able to hold him off there, fend him off there through the corner, as they were putting that right rear right up on the cushion on the outside, ripping the lip here around the Knoxville Raceway. As the number 32 of Stephen Wilson now out to about a 2.5 car length advantage over the number 32 of Powell. Brown still running in 3rd, but Brown's looking to the bottom of the number 32 of Powell. Powell right now holding on. Here comes Brown charging it down here into the corner, trying to drive it in as deep as he can. Door going to be slammed shut on the number 74 Brown, as it's still going to be Wilson, Powell, Brown, Dryman, Swarts, your top 5. As they swing by the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame. over there turns 1 and 2 in the back straightaway. Late models here at the Knoxville Raceway. Fantastic race here. 4 laps remaining for the driver of the number 32 of Steven Wilson. Wilson now opening up into the advantage of about 5 car lengths there. Attack 3 defense number 32 machine of Steven Wilson. Oh, Powell gets sideways. And here comes the 74. Had to check up. And now Derek Dryman now into the fray here with 3 laps remaining. As Dryman now goes to the outside trying to make something happen. High-low switch as now Brown makes a move up to the top shelf of the speedway. Dryman almost making a 3 wide. But here comes Powell firing back down to the inside. As Brown was able to take over that second spot, but now Powell trying to take it back over here with popsicle sticks up in the air. 2 more trips around the speedway. So it's Steven Wilson showing the quick way around here in car number 32. The 74, Blake Brown, now has finally got around the 32 of Powell. Put Blake Brown to the second spot. Now Dryman tries his luck on that number 32. As now Dryman down there into the 3rd spot. So tough break for Powell. Wonder if he ran out of fuel or ran out of gumption there. Something not going right for that number 32 machine. As he's dropping like a rock through the field, thinking fuel may have been his issue. As we're down into turn number 3 and off of turn number 4. Heat race number 1 belongs to the Team VLR driver. That is Steven Wilson. Derek Dryman from Team BDR going to finish up 2nd. 3rd going to be Chad Swarts. 4th going to be Richard Spar. 5th, Eric Keller. JD Sass, Warren Savoy, Blake Brown, and Daniel Powell round out your field here. Heat race number 1 in the books. Like I said, do us a favor, go out there, share the link, let everybody know that Full Velocity Racing Network is live and in charge here with the great debate. As we're getting ready here for heat race number 2, coming to post like this, the 3D Racing starting lineup going to go away like this. Starting out in the pole, driving the number 85 machine, and that will be Cole Harvey. And his dancing brother outside, driving I believe it's a 0. That's going to be Kevin Dedman. His dancing partner, or inside row number 2 in the 3rd starting spot, that is Howard Weaver. Fresh off seeing his leg and everything going on with that. Howard Weaver in that 3rd spot. 4th will be Evan Say aboard car number 33. Next row back in the 5th starting spot. That will be Kevin Kaufman aboard that number 37 machine, the one scrap and recycling number 37. And the number 63 machine of Clifford Driscoll going to roll off to position number 6. 7th starter sees Justin Norwood aboard car number 4. And Troy Jones aboard the number 49, going to roll off 8th. Shotgun on the field. Driver the number 29, that's Scott Dobbs. Dobbs aboard the number 29. 9 cars we call for, all 9 cars out there on the speedway. 15 laps will be the distance here in heat race number 2. Hey, folks, do us a favor. Let us know where you're from down here in the chat box. If you're on the Full Velocity Racing Network chat and Facebook Live, let us know where you're from. We're monitoring that chat. Star donations, folks. So don't let us go skunked here this evening. Let's see some stars flow in here. Hey, give us a share out there. Nobody has shared this besides Justin Norwood 7 minutes ago. Calvin Herring shared it a little bit ago too. But hey, let's see some more shares in there and see what we can do there. We're 5 follows away from 8,800 followers. So that's what I said, shy 1,200 of 10,000 followers here for the Full Velocity Racing Network. Again, fantastic race here. The great debate going to be decided here between Team VLR, Team BDR, and Team 3D Racing. So IracingIflag green flag is out over heat race number 2 here. Just trying to get out here and try to share this. Let everybody know that we're actually live. Can't quite get that yet. I'm trying to figure it out. Kind of a little bit weird here tonight. Phone not working with me. We're trying to share it out there. So we're watching some great racing there. Cole Harvey right now, your race leader. Second is Kevin Dedman. There in that zero machine, Evan Zay running in the third spot in car number 33. Here comes Howard Weaver down to the inside. Weaver, oh, he gets a little bit of a blink going on there as it looks like Gomer trying to take him away as they go almost 3 wide there for the second spot. Now Kevin Dedman trying to wrestle the top spot away there in the flying zero machine as the 07 Howard Weaver gets up in the Harvey. Here comes Evan Say down to the inside. Evan Say now takes over the second spot. Howard Weaver blinks himself into the third spot. I guess going to have to do this the old-fashioned way here as we continue to watch these guys go at it. Strong and heavy as we're watching the number 33 machine of Evan Say trying to track down the number 0 machine of Kevin Dedman. Dedman's been fast as of late, so it'll be good to see what he's going to be able to do here. As we watch everybody go at it here, Evan Say way up on the extreme top shelf of the speedway, putting that right rear tire, the Hoosier tire, up on the berm, the cushion, through the corners, and he's doing so down here in 1 and 2 too, almost right up against the wall. You don't want to get those incident points because they do count against you in the overall point standings. As Evan Say right now holding on to that second spot and definitely trying to track down that number 0 machine of Kevin Dedman. A yellow flag for the first time tonight going to come out. That's going to be for the number 4 of Justin Norwood. As Norwood was peeking down to the inside, Howard Weaver blinks out. Not sure what kind of happened here to Norwood, so we're going to continue to follow there. Looks like 37, and then the 07 of Howard Weaver takes Justin Norwood for a ride and then disappears. Comes back, disappears. Number 4 Norwood getting the short end of the stick there. So tough break for those drivers. Justin Norwood going to come out of the pits. You watch him come out of the pits there as it's going to be the number 0 of Kevin Dedman, your race leader. Finally figured out how to share this out there. Let everybody know, hey, we're live. We're live, and we want some guys to come see us and check us out there. If you haven't checked us out here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, make sure you do so. Come on over to the Full Velocity Racing Network Facebook page. We have a YouTube, we have a Twitch. We're also on the 3D YouTube page. So heck, check that one out. As the IracingIflag green flag comes out for Kevin Dedman just over Evan Say. Here comes that number 85 of Harvey down to the inside. Harvey trying to take over that second spot, but I tell you what, too fast on the outside, that 33 of Evan Say, because Evan right there digging it there. As Cole Harvey drifts up the track, cannot get the bite that he wants. Able to stay in the third spot, but tough break right now for the driver of that number 85 machine. Just can't get by Evan Say here, and Evan Say is definitely quick here this evening as we're watching the 18.843, so he's faster than Dedman. Dedman sticking it down to the bottom. Here comes Evan Say to the outside here with 6 laps remaining. Dedman has a tall task at hand to try to hold off the number 33 of Evan Say as he does a high-low switch. Say down to the inside now. Dedman up to the top shelf of the speedway as they come down that back straightaway into turn number 3, and a slide job by Evan Say puts Say to the race lead here in heat race number 2. 5 laps will remain at the Knoxville Raceway, and Kevin Dedman not going away without a fight. He slides it up in front of Evan Say. Say slides it back down underneath him there. They come down the back straightaway, put Evan Say and then number 33 back to the race lead. But Dedman not going away. He's back down to the bottom trying to throw everything he has at him, including that kitchen sink here in heat race number 2. So it's Evan Say, Kevin Dedman, Cole Harvey, Clifford Driscoll, Scott Dobbs, your top 5. It looks like Driscoll going to be able to get out and around the 85 of Cole Harvey. Harvey hitting the outside wall, but man, that's going to cost him some points if he gets those incident points. It's definitely not going to help him there as he gets up there. And man, what a slider there. Put on the 63 machine of Clifford Driscoll. Driscoll has it back out of the throttle just a tad bit. But here comes that number 33 of Evan Say going to come off the corner here and see the popsicle sticks up in the air. 2 more trips around the Knoxville Raceway as they're going to flash by that National Sprint Car Hall of Fame there. Over there in turns 2 and down the back straightaway in front of all the fans here. As they come down into turn number 1. Deadman still running in the second spot, holding off Cole Harvey, but Evan C going to see the white flag. One more trip around for that number 33 of Evan Say. So Evan Say down through 3 and off of turn number 4. Picking up heat race number 2, Team VLR driver, the number 33 of Evan Say. Kevin Deadman for 2, Cole Harvey for 3, Clifford Driscoll for 4, Scott Dobbs for 5, Norwood, Weaver, Kaufman, and Jones. Round out your 9 cars here in heat race number 2. That's in the books. So we're going to take a brief pause for the cause. Send things down trackside as they do some maintenance here. We'll send the trackside for the playing of our national anthem.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Once again, welcome back to the Full Velocity Racing Network. Got a chance to head on over to Team VLR just to see what was going on over there, see the comments that are going on. I definitely appreciate you guys tuning in over there. I'm not sure who was talking. We did hear an echo for a minute. I had to cancel that echo out just a tad bit. I'm not sure why that was echoing. My microphone has got extremely better for some reason or another, and definitely had to cancel that echo out. Appreciate you guys tuning in here. We try to monitor every chat that we can. Yeah, there we go. As a team and an individual. Thank you, Brian. Where are you? Why aren't you on this show? Man, it'd be good to see you back out there racing here on the Full Velocity Racing Network one of these times. But we appreciate you, Brian. Anniversary follow. You've been a follower here of us for 1 year. See the 1 year mark on the side of that side of the anniversary follower. That's an accomplishment. Thank you for being a 1 year anniversary follower. I know there's some guys out there 3-4 years, coming up on 4 years now for a lot of those guys. So, hey, 1 year, you're well on your way. We appreciate it, Brian. Hey, if you're on one of the other avenues of chat to watch it, I see. One of the other avenues to chat to watch it, head on over here to the Full Velocity Racing Network Facebook page. Make sure you give us a like and a follow, and then we'll have to go ahead and do whatever we need to do. We'll get you in here to this chat box if you're having trouble connecting. We'll make sure we get you here. Got to thank all the great sponsors out here for the great debate here. Race number 3 here at the Knoxville Raceway is looking to see who's going to be able to take this down. We've had a Team BDR driver take one down. We've had a Team VLR driver take one down. Who's it going to be here tonight? Is it going to be another mixture? Can we see a 3D Racing driver take one down? That would be great to see that happen here this evening. Or will some other team, will the Team VLR, Team BDR take their second win of the season? Who you guys have for a favorite out there here tonight? Let us know in the chat box. Again, like I said, share it out there. The viewership kind of down here during the summer months. We know that here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. It's really, really tough. Racing going on, and I think oversaturating the market there for a little bit during this pandemic that's been happening. Definitely a lot of guys just kind of laid back and just waiting to come back into this. I know myself, I'm waiting for the big block modifieds to come out. You know, the awesome, awesome blades of grass that iRacing just released today. I don't know what you guys think of that, but man, I don't know. They're gonna fine tune the blades of grass. Man, it's gonna make that all the better to run through, I guess. I don't know. So as we continue to race here, it's not under warm up here. I don't have any commercials, so want to thank all the sponsors. Like I said, 3D Racing, IracingIflag, the primary sponsor here of the great debate. They've done a fantastic job. Also got to thank, like I said, 3D Racing, One Shot Scrap and Recycling, Swarts out there, West Side Signs. You know, they were a sponsor. You know, it was sent to me as a sponsor. Hey, Team 3D car. You don't want to pick there, Brian? Candace going for a Team 3D driver. Justin Norwood, number 4. We'll save it to you, Brian. We won't make you pick. We won't hold it over you. Yeah, we've got to thank Ken Skins. Yep, like I said, Ken Skins on there on the scroller. I tell you, Ken's done a fantastic job on a lot of things. A lot of great things. I've seen a lot of great work come out of him. Definitely. I got to thank him. I got a chance to have some great conversations with him too. He's a pretty good guy to have some conversations with. And we know he's busy, just like we are here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. So some of the conversations were kind of short, but appreciate you, Ken. Doing what you can. I was hoping to see you tune in one of these times, maybe even to light up the chat box. Haven't seen him here a couple different times. I think we've seen him here a couple weeks ago. All right. Brian Wax is going with Clifford Driscoll. And it's the final call for him. So we got one for Justin Norwood, one for Clifford Driscoll. We don't have any of the other avenues right now up. So guys, just go on over here, come on over here to the Full Velocity Racing Network chat and let you know. A frat friend. How much beer did you drink with him, Brian? Liquor, whatever you want to call it, anything. I'm sure you drink your fair share. Warm-up coming to a conclusion here. We're getting ready to set for a 50-lap A main at the Knoxville Raceway. The Great Debate race number 3, halfway home in the race season, as these guys get ready to settle this great debate here with the 3D Racing starting lineup. Starting on the pole, driving the number 49. That will be Troy Jones and his dancing partner to the outside. Driving the number 32 machine. That will be Daniel Powell. Inside row number 2 in the third starting spot. That'll be the one scrap shot and recycling. Number 31 of Kevin Kaufman. And that number 74 of Blake Brown. Inside row number 3, that'll be the number 07 of Howard Weaver. And position number 5 is Warren Samoy, the coolest guy on iRacing as far as picture-wise. Warren Samoy starting in that 6th spot. 7th spot will be the number 4 of Justin Norwood. And outside of him, that's JD Sassner, number 22. I'm still not frat. All right, inside row number 5, that's Scott Dobbs, and the number 29 machine, and Eric Keller aboard the number 1 and rolling off position number 10. 11th spot will be the number 63 of Clifford Driscoll and Richard Spar aboard the number 71, rolling off position number 12. 13th spot from Team BDR, that'll be Cole Harvey in that number 85, and Chad Swarts aboard the number 44, going to roll off position number 14. 15th spot will be Kevin Dedman aboard the Flying Zero. And outside of him, Derek Dryman from a long way back from 16th starting position. Can he make his way up to the front here this evening? Inside row number 9, that is Evan Say aboard car number 33, who had really a good car in heat race number 2, walked away from the rest of the field in position 17. And the 18 starter will be the number 32 of Stephen Wilson. So we called for all 18 cars out there. We have all of them out, except for Eric Keller not answering the call in car number 1. So Keller not answering the call. Don't know if he's going to make it out or not. We'll just have to wait and see here for a 50-lap main feature. The Great Debate still going on here, still going strong here. Race number 3 of 6. A lot of money on the line. We're going to see who's going to take it down. And Brian, yeah, great friend. We'll say that. But, hey, not a frat. That would have been cool to be in a frat with some of you guys. I think it would have been. As the iRacing.com Chevy Silverado pulls down to the infield, IracingIflag green flag is out, and Troy Jones taking the command, taking charge down into turn number 1. That number 32 sitting in that 2nd spot. That is Daniel Powell. Kevin Kaufman has been passed by the 74 already of Blake Brown. So Brown making some headway there as he now looks to the inside. Can't make anything happen. Oh, a little bit of contact there between Brown and the 37 machine of Kaufman. Kaufman looked low. Here comes Howard Weaver down to the inside, side by side for the 5th spot. Powell now trying to make his way down to the inside. He's going to do so on Troy Jones. Troy Jones' lead going to be short-lived, but yellow going to come out as Powell was able to take that lead. But yellow flag number 1, the Hard Motorsports yellow flag coming out. So yellow flag number 1 coming out on the field. Going to see what caused this one. And I think it's something to do with Justin Norwood, unfortunately. He got the short end of the stick, nosed it into the wall, had a little bit of help to go around. Justin Norwood in the number 4 machine had the good first couple of weeks. This week, not so good here in the opening laps, but he's still got 48 laps to make that up. So Justin Norwood, a lot of damage on the front end of that number 4. Would have been animal house. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Brian. As they get a quick repair down there, the crew goes to work on that number 4 machine. So Troy Jones going to get the lead back after that one because it goes to the last completed lap. Yellow flag laps do not count. So that yellow flag goes back to the last completed lap. That would put Troy Jones back to the race lead. Daniel Powell's going to have to work at it again in that 2nd spot. 3rd is Blake Brown. Kevin Kaufman running in the 4th spot. Howard Weaver running 5th. 6th is Warren Samoy. Scott Dobbs running in the 7th spot. Clifford Driscoll running 8th. 9th is Chad Swarts and Cole Harvey. Round out your top 10 right. Sorry about the dead time there, folks. A little bit of issues in the background here as the green flag comes out. At number 49, the machine of Troy Jones, again on the loud pedal, the fastest here. But look at Powell, high-low switch right there to the corner. 3 wide by Blake Brown down to the inside. Side by side by side. 3 wide down the back straightaway, and now Jones backs out of it there. And now drops back even further back there between Howard Weaver and Scott Dobbs. So look at Troy Jones go to the back. And then number 32, Powell, your race leader, but Blake Brown right there knocking on the door in that number 74 machine. Brown dives it down to the inside. Here comes Howard Weaver up on the top shelf of the speedway. Ripping the lip around the Knoxville Raceway here. Lap number 5 going up on the board. Nope, it's not going to. Yellow, yellow, yellow going to come out. So we're going to just slow it back down and go to a J-Max journey. J-Max Strong instant replay. See what happened here. So it looks like the number 33 of Evan Say gets crossed up just a tad bit, unfortunately, as he's making his way up through the field. Evan hits the bottom apron, and now man, Chad Swarts is coming down the track, just barely clipped him. And around goes Evan Say, and a knot there with JD Sass. Tough break for those two drivers. They're going to have each a quick repair, so we'll see what they're going to be able to do coming back from the tail. And Clifford Driscoll, like you said. Driscoll right now running in the 6th spot there, Brian. Doing a fantastic job as we're sitting right now. As we're under another yellow flag here, slowing it back down. Again, thank you to all the sponsors down there in the left-hand corner. Hey, star donations go a long way, folks. I haven't seen any stars here tonight for 3D Racing. Great debate. The IracingIflag, great debate. Here, let's see some star donations, folks. Don't let us go skunked here tonight. As we right now are sitting here, see if we can get some star donations that coming our way. Don't let Phil, the B team, Phil and Jack beat us out there on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Still a little bit under the weather. Voice still kind of killed. If you listened to me a couple nights ago, 3 nights ago, I should say, you could hardly understand me, hardly hear me. It's still kind of sore, scratchy. Looking forward to a little bit of time off with the voice. As the green flag getting ready to come out of turn number 4 again. Delaware double file restart the way of the land. Green flag is out, and Daniel Powell once again assumes the lead down into turn number 1. Here comes Howard Weaver down to the inside. The number 74, Blake Brown to the outside. Here comes Brown, power move to the outside into turn number 3, but Howard Weaver not going away. The IracingIflag number 07 trying to slide it up in front of the 74, Blake Brown. He's going to do so. Paul Howard Weaver to position number 2. And he is making some moves there. Scott Dobbs running in the 4th spot, 5th now. Troy Jones in that 5th spot in the number 49 machine. He's fighting it out, duking it out with Clifford Driscoll. Driscoll to the outside. And car number 63. And Deadman's starting to make some moves there in the number 0 machine. Meanwhile, up front, it is Daniel Powell. Howard Weaver still running in that 2nd spot. Here comes Blake Brown down to the inside, the number 29 machine. Trying to get it to the bottom. Scott Dobbs having a great run. Good to see Scott Dobbs. Oh, he is fired up. You are correct. Fired up. Yes, the number 32 of Powell. He loves it, I guess. The 07 of Howard Weaver down to the inside. The 74 of Blake Brown running in the 3rd spot. 4th is Scott Dobbs, and Kevin Dedman running in the 5th spot. Hey, Adam out there. Good to see Adam. You can't sneak in here. Good to see Adam out there on this chat. Here, the guy's looking to get star donations out there, folks. He's won a couple of nights here. He's been the king of the chat with star donations. So, hello to Adam. As Daniel Powell right now, your race leader. Howard Weaver running in the 2nd spot. 3rd now is Blake Brown. Brown trying to look to try to get around Howard Weaver, but he's pretty much comfortable in that 3rd spot. Kevin Dedman now up to 4th. He's a man on a mission there in the flying 0 in that 4th spot. 5th is Scott Dobbs. Now Dobbs having a solid run there. Bam Bam, the number 29 machine, fighting out with the 63 of Clifford Driscoll. Driscoll down to the bottom side of the speedway. That's a battle between 3D Racing teammates going at it there. A good race going on for the 5th spot. So now it looks like Howard Weaver taking the lead there, wrestling it away from that number 32 of Daniel Powell. Here comes Blake Brown down to the inside, trying to get around Powell himself too. Side-by-side battle for the second spot. Here he comes, the 74 of Blake Brown, trying to slide it up in front. Nope, the 32 of Powell's going to close that gap. Yellow flag going to come back out though, and restack, repack this field. I'm going to go to a J-Max Journey, J-Max Strong instant replay here. Thinking Richard Spar involved in this one. We're going to make sure. No. Somebody's sitting the wrong direction again. Might have been the 22 of JD Sass. Yep, 22 going around in the knot there with a little bit of context. So JD Sass around. Sun in the background making a lot of noise. Don't know what he's all excited about. He's off the rail. Off the rail. Normally not like this at 9:27. Normally he's dead asleep. I think somebody gave him too much. Too much sugar. Maybe he's going to be the junior announcer here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. We'll have to see. Be pretty cool to have him announcing. I don't know if I can get him to even talk on the microphone. Oh, he's a loud pedal, all right. How's it going, Gary Kenny out there? One of the guys, many guys that I travel around with to a lot of the racetracks around there. After Motorsports Park, he works after, and he's a jack of all trades, master of none. He's at every racetrack I go to. There's a lot of work out there. How's it going, Gary? The Kid Man, as we call him. Big shout out to you. We go back to Green Flag Racing here at the Knoxville Raceway at number 32 of Powell. Right now, your race leader, Howard Weaver, now diving the back down to the inside, side-by-side battle there. Yellow flag going to come back out. We're going to slow him back down. So yellow, yellow, yellow. Going to see who caused this one. Usually if you go right here and it tells you, oh man, Derek Dryman and Evan C. involved in this one. And Dryman, his luck from race 1 and 2 wasn't very good. And man, it's continuing on here with race number 3 this time. Getting the wrong end of the stick there. A little bit of contact between himself and Evan Say. Disagreement of real estate there. Yeah. I'm gonna be down there too. As long as my son behaves, Gary, I'll be down there watching the race with my son, my older son. As long as he behaves. And now then Saturday night I'll be at the Thunder Mountain Speedway. And then Monday, looking forward to the Mike Holston Memorial Race down there at 5 Mile Point Speedway. We'll see what happens. So lap 13 of the 50, a little bit of yellow fever here early on in the going, folks, as everything locked and loaded here and ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Hopefully we'll have another nice long Green Flag run. How many fans out there for the 32 of Daniel Powell? How about Howard Weaver, Blake Brown, or Kevin Dedman? All Team VLR drivers in the top 4. Scott Dobbs, odd man out. He's 3D Racing in that fifth spot as IracingIflag Green Flag comes out. And Daniel Powell drives off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Look at Weaver with one whale of a run now. Looks down to the inside. 3 wide. Here comes Blake Brown, 2 into the fray. Almost 3 wide for the race lead off of turn number 4. It is 3 wide. There for the race lead is the number 32 of Powell. Going to power through so far. But don't count out Howard Weaver or even Blake Brown for that matter. These guys know each other pretty well, being teammates, as Howard Weaver down to the inside of the 32. As he divs it down to the bottom, as Paul now drifts way up to the top shelf of the speedway, ripping the lip around. Turns 3 and 4 to the start-finish line here, lap 16 of 50. Up on the board is the 07 of Howard Weaver, trying to do everything he can, maybe to get by Powell. He's done it once, but the yellow flag came out pretty quick. Let's see if Howard Weaver, now IracingIflag number 07, has anything left in the tank. Thanks, Brian. I like going to the racetracks. They're fun. Definitely a lot of fun to go to all those tracks. As the 07 machine right now your race leader, getting around the number 32 of Daniel Powell. Yes, you do. You needed to be out there. Daniel Powell now fighting it out with that number 74, Blake Brown. Kevin Dedman running in the 4th spot. Scott Dobbs now running 6 as Clifford Driscoll gets around him. So put Driscoll to position number 5. As now Powell flirting with the outside retaining wall. Bashing in the right side of his car. Maybe to get some kind of different setup underneath that car for him as he bashes that wall. There, solidly running in the 3rd spot is Powell. Like I said, Kevin Dedman running in 4th, and Clifford Driscoll rounding out your top 5. Dedman down to the extreme bottom. He's catfishing it down there in 3 and 4. Trying to get around Powell. Powell right now kind of diamonding the corner, trying to keep him down as far as he can go. And now trying to get around the number 74, Blake Brown, but yellow flag going to come back out once again. Yellow, yellow, yellow over the field here on lap number 19 of 50. And Evan Say just having a hard time here tonight, and man, he twirls around, tilt-a-whirls around over there in the corner. So just ran into the into the corner pretty hard there, the car, and got into the side of Chad Swarts, and then around he goes after a little bit of contact. Looks like JD Sass. Those guys have a couple of magnets for one another. Might as well get a room for them. As Evan Say now down on pit road, same way with JD Sass, either getting repairs or they're going to be done for the evening. So the number 07 of Howard Weaver is your race leader. They're the IracingIflag number 07. Howard out of Crossville, Tennessee. Main sponsor, IracingIflag. He's your top guy. Then the number 74 of Blake Brown out of Iowa. IracingIflag also his sponsor. Then you got Powell, Attack 3 Defense out of Slayersville, Kentucky. Then Kevin Dedman. Dirty Grass sold the sponsor, North Carolina is where Dedman's from. Whole massive majority of states, different states out there. Driscoll out there in that number 63 machine, Clifford. He's from Nevada there, Fallen, Nevada, in that number 63. So we got some racing going on back again. The 07 from Crossville, Tennessee, that is Howard Weaver. The 74 of Blake Brown running in the 2nd spot. 3rd is now Kevin Dedman there out of North Carolina. Dedman trying to set sail there. He was able to make short work of Daniel Powell there on the restart. So Powell going to be drop kicked into the clutches of the 63 machine of Clifford Driscoll. So Driscoll right now looking him over there. Oh, Powell gets into the back end of Kevin Dedman. Teammates, man, you don't want to do that to teammates. They won't let you live that down. But Powell does back out of it, loses the spot there to Clifford Driscoll, that number 63 machine. But as fast as we say that, yellow flag going to come back out on the speedway. And wasting no time. Not sure who was involved in that one. Almost think. Oh, looks like maybe Warren Samoy involved. Along with the 77 machine, or 71 machine. Oh, yeah. 77 to Warren Samoy gets into Troy Jones. The 71 gets into him. And then the 4 Norwood also gets involved. Tough break for all those drivers over there spinning here on lap 21 of the 50. Get a big thank you here to our sponsors here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, our Motorsports, IracingIflag.com, JMax Journey, JMax Strong, BladeNote.com, Simple Web Solutions powered by Nerds. Use the promo code BLADE10 for 10% off your very, very first purchase. South Texas Speedway. 3D Racing, the official team of the Full Velocity Racing Network. TDR-Racing.net. And then we also got Cyber Thunder Racing League out there. Ty BTV for Tyler Blankenship. Ty BTV, a fantastic sponsor here of the Full Velocity Racing Network. And then you got to also thank the sponsors here that make things happen for the great debate here in 2020. And a lot of great sponsors there are. One Shop Scrap and Recycling. You got out there for a sponsorship. You got 3D Racing, obviously, sponsoring this one too with a cool. I love the blue design on that 3D logo. Love it. And you got IracingIflag, who's the main sponsor here. That's why it's called the IracingIflag Great Debate. He's put up a lot of money here, a lot of sponsorship dollars here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Ken Skins there, doing a fantastic job. Ken Skins, man, you want to paint, get a hold of Ken Skins. As the IracingIflag green flag comes out, the 07 of Howard Weaver once again assumes the lead. Here comes the 74, Blake Brown to the extreme top shelf of the speedway. Look at the run the 74 machine's got on the 07 of Howard Weaver. Weaver diving it down to the inside. He knows it's go time because the number 74 of Brown really got it wrenched up there on the top shelf of the speedway. As Weaver trying to hold on to the top spot. We're not even halfway home, folks. And Blake Brown to the outside. Dedman right there in that third spot. Daniel Powell running in fourth, and fifth is Clifford Driscoll. And Driscoll trying to make some runs here, trying to get up inside the top four as those guys duke it out amongst the top four. So we're seeing a great battle up front there between Howard Weaver and Blake Brown. Brown had it last time by the first lap led of this event for him here. This time around it's going to be halfway home. 25 in, 25 will remain here around the Knoxville Raceway. And you're going to flash by here all the signs there, the NOS Energy signs, everything over there in turns 3 and 4. And it's going to be Blake Brown, the halfway point leader, in car number 74. Howard Weaver running in that second spot. Third is Kevin Dedman. Clifford Driscoll now up to the fourth spot there as he gets the top four there kind of shook up just a tad bit as Powell dives it down to the inside. Slide job for the fourth spot. As now here comes Powell firing back, but here comes Driscoll too. And the number 32, Stephen Wilson, starting to make some headway there as he drives up the track. And Clifford Driscoll goes around along with the 32 machine and Dobbs. They all go around in the knot over there. Tough break for those drivers. As the yellow flag going to come out, Driscoll keeps it going. He was the most fortunate one of the bunch. A yellow coming out once again here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We've seen that live, folks. You don't have to go back through and see that replay. So going through just to see what's going on the track, on the speedway. See if we have any more cool information we can give you guys. So the first week, the number 2 machine of Dylan Hauser won the first week out there for Team BDR. And coming out of that points battle was VLR with 179, and BDR with 167, and 3D won 157. Blake Brown finishing up second, Norwood finishing up third. So you had BDR, then you had VLR and 3D Racing your top 3, and that was at the Eldora Speedway. Respectively, Howard Weaver, Dylan Hauser, and Evan Say picked up the heat races. So then we moved a week later into Lanier, where Norwood and Say picked up the heat races along with Morgan. Well, taking up the main win was Devin Morgan there from Team VLR. Evan Say was second, and third was Howard Weaver. So the top 3 drivers there, all from Team VLR. I think it was the top 5 drivers all from VLR. Then you finally had a 3D Racing Scott Norwood finishing up in the 6th position. IracingIflag green, a flag comes back out. And racing down the front straightaway here is, oh man, that zero machine of Kevin Dedman wasted no time to try to get around Howard Weaver. And the moving roadblock, as they were calling him last week. The O machine down to the inside of Kevin Dedman. Dedman down there trying to fight side by side with the 74 Blake Brown. Brown trying to set sail and win his race here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. But Dedman has other sights here, other opportunities in that flying zero machine. They come down that back straightaway. It's still Blake Brown by a couple of car lengths over Dedman. Third now is Howard Weaver as he's been drop kicked back to the third spot. Here comes Steven Wilson down to the inside. He's trying to bide for a podium finish in car number 32, but yellow flag going to come back out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. A lot of yellow fever here going on the Full Velocity Racing Network. It looks like the 71 machine of Spar and the 29 of Dobbs get together. Dobbs did back out of it. Gentleman agreement there for the 29 machine, but it was enough to bring out the yellow flag. Like I said, the VLR points right now, they are the points leader here in the grade debate with 340 points. Second, 3D Racing with 314, and BDR with 288 as we sit right now. I believe your points leader into this race was Evan Say. Yes, indeed it was. Evan Say, your points leader, with 298 points. There's a tie for second between Driscoll and Norwood in points. Both guys from Team 3D, so they're doing good points overall. Just can't piece together any victories yet, but man, some really solid finishes for Team 3D has helped them here in the standings. So Blake Brown out of Iowa, Kevin Dedman out of North Carolina. Going to lead him down and to get the green flag here in just a few moments here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. His lights are still on the top of the iRacing.com Chevy Silverado. We'll wait for those lights to extinguish here and get back to racing. Just going to be under 20 laps to go here. 20 laps to go at the Knoxville Raceway. Big hello to Calvin Herring out there. See Calvin out there. Folks, if you like what you see here in the Full Velocity Racing Network, we've been skunked here tonight. No star donations. Let's see some star donations out there, folks, here on the chat. They go a long way to helping us keep broadcasting rates cheaper, help us buy new equipment to keep it going here in the iRacing world, because you know you have to upgrade all the time. We got everybody here. We got some control guys. We make sure we have a kitty just in case something goes down so we can come back up. So, hey, star donations go a long way to help support the Full Velocity Racing Network. Hey, you can also become a supporter for just $4.99 a month. You're going to get a supporter exclusive content. As soon as we have, I'm going to say 15 supporters, we'll start doing the supporter content. So the green flags already came back out. The number 74, Blake Brown, to the race lead. And heck, why not go back to the yellow flag? The yellow flag. Yellow, yellow, yellow out for them once again. See what brought out this yellow flag. Oh, looks like Dobbs. Got Dobbs involved in this one. Unfortunately. The 77 machine. Looks like bowling for 3D right there. Warren Samoy gets up there and collects the, I believe that's the number, yeah, the number 37 machine of Kaufman and the 29. That's Scott Dobbs. Those guys going around. Bowling for 3D. As Dobbs gets the worst end of that one. Not so sure here. Yellow flag, yellow plague race here as of right now. Take a look at caution information. 9 caution flags, 3 lead changes, 9 yellows. And that is on Great Debate Like. I'm kind of surprised by these guys and what's going on with them. Because most generally they have one caution a race. Here tonight, 9 cautions at Knoxville. Wide sweeping track. Doesn't seem like everybody can piece it together here this evening, including myself. Getting back to racing here off of turn at number 4 again. It's Brown and now Weaver. Your 1-2 punch there as the green flag comes out. And number 74, Blake Brown, your race leader. Here comes the 32 machine. Down to the inside, that's Stephen Wilson. Wilson trying now to get around Howard Weaver. Not going to be able to do so. Weaver slams that door shut. Now he goes on the offensive there. On the 74, Blake Brown trying to get down to the inside. Not going to be had so far. They're going to pretty much stay single file 1-2. Only guy up and out of line looks like the number 32 machine. As he slides it up in front of Howard Weaver. Weaver crosses the back over in between himself and Deadman. Deadman now going to drop kick himself back to 4th. And Weaver now moving himself back up to the 2nd spot. So it's Blake Brown, Howard Weaver, 1-2. At number 32 is Stephen Wilson running in the 3rd spot. Kevin Deadman running 4th. 5th is Eric Keller and Derek Dryman up to 6th there in the 444 machine. Good run for Dryman as he was trying to make sure he had enough of everything to get through here as he's pounding that outside wall just a tad bit over there in that 444 machine. So the 444 of Derek Dryman right there is the number 4 machine of Norwood down to the inside. Dryman just keeps continuing to pound the outside wall there. Just trying his luck there to see if his car can hold off there. As the number 74 of Blake Brown, your race leader. Weaver tried down to the inside there momentarily. Howard Weaver, the number 07 machine, just had to back out of it though. And he had to back up the rest of the field there. About 3, 4, 5 car lengths there as now he gets into the outside wall. Here comes Eric Keller and Kevin Dryman. Or Derek Dryman, excuse me. Kevin Dryman. Hey, you have a brother named Kevin, Derek. See, I mess up too. Just like the racers mess up on different things and setups and stuff. I mess up too. As Blake Brown continues to lead this one in car number 74. Let's go on board here. Sheffield Graphics on board with the driver of the Flying Zero. Nope, we're not going to. We thought we were going to Sheffield Graphics on board camera, but yellow flag going to come back out over the field. Looks like the number 32 machine, Apollo, involved. He's up towards the front here. That's going to be tough for him. Tough pill to swallow here. Oh, somebody was turtling it up on the top shelf of the Speedway. Number 85, maybe. No, it is Derek Dryman. Derek Dryman, turtle here. We were talking about TV time. Hey, you don't have to worry about gas here tonight, Derek, because you are a Full Velocity Racing Network turtle here. So tough break for Derek Dryman, having to call for pits there at tow truck, and hopefully he'll be able to come back out there. Not sure if he's going to be able to do so, but Derek Dryman, the first turtle of the evening. So 1 point here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Another yellow flag here on lap number 12, or 12 laps to go. Should lap number 38. is looking at what's going on at the After Motorsports Park. We're going to have a midweek show. Now, I haven't had the factory stocks at the Motorsports Park in a very long time, and going to be glad to see them back into competition. And then we're going to have the Grid Series Sportsman, the 602 crates, and then the 600 cc modified touring Grid Series tour. It's going to be good to see those guys go at it once again. I haven't seen a lot of those cars at that track in a very, very long time. Unique things going on just because of this pandemic and everything going on. That's what you're seeing out there, is just different types of cars at different tracks that never would have been there. As the IracingIflag green flag comes back out, we're racing here at 11 laps to go. Going to come up on 10 laps to go here. No, looks like yellow flag going to come right back out. Yellow, yellow, yellow here across the field, I believe. Yep, we're going to have a yellow flag. And man, Howard Weaver, almost a leaner. I'm not sure what was going on there. I really think there was another yellow before that one. So I think everybody going to get their spot back. Weaver goes for a ride. Man, that's some style points right there for Howard Weaver. So yellow going to come back out. We're going to restack and repack the field. Not sure why it came out here this time. Hey, Evan, you want to come up in the broadcast booth? Somebody give me a shot of adrenaline here tonight. I'm telling you. Man, oh man, we're going to need some adrenaline here. As the IracingIflag green flag comes out, and we're touching and rubbing already here before we even get to the start finish line. The number 74, Blake Brown, now your race leader. Here comes the 32 to the outside. It's Steven Wilson and Kevin Dedman down to the inside. As Dedman down to the extreme bottom, he's going to take over the second spot. Steven Wilson going to fall back to third. Here comes that 44 in the number 4 machine. Man, Justin Norwood had to repair it up to 6th in that number 4 machine, giving that one thing a whale of a ride. Not sure what happened there to Howard Weaver. Weaver, oh man, tough break for him. Is a lot of damage to him. I don't know if his car's handling the right way here. Style points for him, like I said. As at number 74, Blake Brown, still your race leader. Second is Kevin Dedman, Team VLR 1-2, and then you have Steven Wilson, Richard Spar, and then number 71 machine running in the 4th spot. Chad Swarts running 5th, Norwood running 6th, 7th is Warren Samoy, Clifford Driscoll running 8th, 9th is Troy Jones, and Howard Weaver in the 10th position in car number 07. So sticking up front there with Blake Brown in that number 74 machine, as Brown holds on to it with 6 laps remaining. Over the rest of the field is Dedman now lurking down in the shadows of that 74 machine. Down to the bottom of the speedway. Going to catfish us here. See if we can find that forward bite off the corner. As the 74 of Blake Brown. Team VLR sees the handful go down. 5 more circuits around the Knoxville Raceway. Dedman back down to the inside. Making the side-by-side through the corner there temporarily. But that number 74 Brown to the outside. And he's got the momentum. And he's carrying it down through turn number 3 and off of turn number 4. Again, Dedman down to the extreme bottom, catfishing it down there. As it is still that 74 holding on last time by a 19.543 to Dedman's 19.582. And then you have the faster car, Steven Wilson, that number 32 machine. Not too much faster, though. A 19.542. So just a tick faster than Blake Brown last time by. Brown makes a little bit of a mistake. 3 laps to go. Dedman now down to the bottom again, side by side. Going to look for Dedman to pull that slider. As Kevin Dedman drives her down here into turn number 3. Brown up on the top shelf of the speedway. We're going to see the popsicle sticks up in the air. 2 more trips around the Knoxville Raceway. Battle between two teammates as Blake Brown to the outside, Deadman down to the inside. Side by side as they come down the back straightaway. Blake Brown closes the door. Deadman not going to give up, though. Back down to the inside. Not giving up the bottom group here. As he continues to catfish it here on the last lap. Can Blake Brown hold on for one more circuit around the Knoxville Raceway as Deadman dives it back down to the bottom again. Trying everything he can. He has to go where Blake Brown is not. It's not had here as he comes down the back straightaway for the final time into turn number 3. Full set for Kevin Deadman down to the bottom. No forward bite for Deadman. Blake Brown going to take down the victory here at the Knoxville Raceway. Kevin Deadman for 2. Stephen Wilson for 3. Clifford Driscoll going to bring up one that 4th spot. Richard Spar 5th. Chad Swarts, Warren Samoa, Justin Norwood, Eric Keller, Troy Jones, Howard Weaver, Cole Harvey, J.D. Sess, Scott Dobbs, Kevin Kaufman, Derek Dryman, Daniel Powell, and Evan Say not having a very good night. There's fireworks going off in the distance. And our winner, Blake Brown, taking down the big W here halfway home in this series. Team VLR finally wins another one here. So they'll make 2 wins on the season out of 3 for Team VLR. So we'll make our way on down to BladeNote.com, Victory Lane, hopefully interview our top 3 drivers here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Please stay tuned. Well, it looks like I'll be able to catch up with a couple of drivers. We'll see if Stephen Wilson makes his way over here. We'll make our way down to tonight's second place finisher here tonight on the Full Velocity Racing Network for the great debate from Team VLR, Kevin Deadman. Kevin, a good race for you, man. There was a lot of ups and downs in that race. Some yellow fever going on out here at the Knoxville Raceway. But, man, what a fantastic finish there for the Flying Zero, for everything that everybody goes through here tonight. Definitely not the way this race is every week. Tonight, kind of weird, almost like a full moon out there.
Yeah, it was, man. And they kind of reset the track before the feature too, which normally, like, I like it when it slicks off here. You know, I was like finally getting that bottom groove back in there at the end, and I think if I'd had about 5 more laps, you know, I might could have got Blake down there. But I was glad to see him win, man. Monday night, I got into him in our Pro Series race and spun him out, and that's like, you know, one of my best friends on the game, and so I hated that. So man, it was I was glad to see me and him run 1-2 tonight in this.
Yeah, definitely good racing down on the bottom of the speedway there, Kevin. It looked like it was like you said, it looked like it came in late. There, it doesn't look like there was anything on the bottom there early, but it definitely looks like you were starting to roll out. You were the only guy really down there trying it out. What made it different down there towards the later portion of that?
You know, as the track slicks off and it just gets closer and closer to the wall, I think, the margin of error gets slimmer and slimmer up top, and you can mess up really easy. So if you can hit the bottom and be consistent and stay, run good lap times down there, a lot of times the guy will mess up there. Even if the bottom's not as quick, I just kind of, I found that works some here. But kudos to Blake, for running a smooth race. I could have gone up top, and I felt good up top also. I just, wanted to just, I don't know, wanted us to run 1-2, and wanted to try the bottom and see if I could do anything with him down there and just drive by him clean.
Yeah, it definitely was a good race there for you, Kevin. Second place finish, solid points tonight for Team VLR too. As you guys continue to lead the points series here in the great debate, and going to get some good personal points there for you here this evening too. But before I let you go, Kevin, give you that microphone one last time. You can thank who would like to thank here tonight live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
Yeah, man. I want to thank 3D Racing and Scott Dobbs. Scott's a great guy, and I always enjoy, racing with him and talking with him on here. So I think he's who kind of came up with the idea for the series. So thanks to those guys for putting it on and VLR. Thank you to Evan C High Performance, always doing a great job on setups. The car was rolling tonight, just kind of ran out of time. Dirty Grass Soul, my band, we released a new EP last week, the Matchbox #3 EP, 4 new songs. It's on all streaming platforms, so go check that out. WR1 Sim Chassis and my boy Chad Wheeler, for all your iRacing sim rig needs, contact them. IracingIflag and Jeff Brown, Hawkeye Junk Removal, Jeremy Capron, Pack 3 Defense, and I left out last time Jim Emery and Next Level Designs. I think I got one of the best looking cars on the game, and he did a great job on the wrap. So, and y'all for the broadcast, man, appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, bringing home this second place finish here tonight, driver of Team VLR from Team VLR Stables. That is Kevin Dedman. We'll let him get back to it. Looks like we may be able to catch up with Stephen Wilson here. We'll see if he wants to. We'll poke at him just a tad bit here. He's driving a car number that it's been my car number for years at the local track. Was my father's number, but I kind of love that number there. But bringing home a third place finish, done a lot better than I would have done in that number. Stephen, tell us about your race.
Oh yeah, it was a fun race to be out there. I like Knoxville. It's a home track for me. I got a good qualifying effort, put it on pole. That definitely helped us. Fast setups, thanks to everybody at VLR again, and brought it home third. I thought I would have had something for my 2 teammates up there, but I got the wall into 3 on that last restart, and it just killed everything I had going.
Well, another dominating performance of top 3 Team VLR here. Last week was the top 5. I haven't looked yet. I think it was the top 3 here this week. Last week was the top 5, man. What are you guys doing to keep your guys up front like that? Working on a lot of setups, doing a lot of practicing, or just because you guys race these tracks so much?
I think it's a lot of experience. We have guys that are top tier pro drivers who work on our setups, and we get plenty of laps on every track getting ready for that type of stuff. So once it slickens up like it does at the end of just about every race in the series, we seem to have an edge because we were racing on slick tracks every week for pro. So it just seems like our setups are, with our top tier drivers being able to put laps down, and we have fast drivers making setups, then they're able to make the setups faster.
All right, Stephen, before I let you go, I'll give you that microphone one last time here to thank whoever you'd like to thank here on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
Yeah, thank everybody at VLR, Evan C for the setups. Good finish to everybody else. Blake Brown, Kevin Dedman, top 3. It was a fun night. Thank you guys for putting the series on and broadcasting.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, bringing home third here tonight, driver of the number 32, Stephen Wilson. We'll let him get back to it there, go congregate with some of his teammates, as we're going to make it our way on down to BladeNode.com Victory Lane. I'm sure there's going to be a guy that's going to be very, very disappointed that he did not watch this race here tonight somewhere out there. One of the guys from IracingIflag, I won't hit any names, but I'm sure he'll watch it in a replay. But Blake, fantastic run, man. It's been a while. I don't even know if I've interviewed you in Victory Lane here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Maybe Phil has, but I don't think I have, Blake. Congratulations on the win, man. Beating some really solid teammates of yours, too.
Yeah, it was fun, man. I thought for sure Kevin was going to get by me. He's usually super fast on the bottom, and I don't know what happened there, but he had her.
He said it just wasn't there for him tonight. He said he needed about 5 more laps down there.
Say that again.
He said it was just not there. He needed about 5 more laps down there in his interview there, Blake. He hinted at the last race that he was at, man, he didn't want to wreck you too, so he was making sure he gave you plenty of room. Plenty of room.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I started trying to be easier on top so I didn't hit the wall. So towards the last couple laps, I kind of pushed it a little harder, and it seemed to work.
I tell you what goes through your mind there, Blake? I know you have Kevin Dedman right there nipping at your heels. What goes through your mind there the last couple laps? Are you thinking, overthinking? What's going on in those last couple laps, man? Because I know when I won my very first race at the local track, man, I was saying, don't screw up, don't hit the wall, don't do this, don't do that. Does that go through your mind when you're doing a simulation like this?
Not really. I was hoping he'd make me a song after it for beating him. We'll see.
He might make you a song. He's got some great songs out there, I tell you. Dirty Grass Soul, fantastic band, and Kevin Dedman plays their national anthem every week, so I'll give him a shameless plug out there. Check him out. But, Blake, before I let you go, give that microphone one last time and let you think who I'd like to thank here tonight.
All the guys at Team VLR, especially Evan, he puts in a lot of work and gets us all real fast. And you guys for putting on the show, IracingIflag, Dirty Grass Soul, Slick Stick Shocks, and man, that's about it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, bringing home the victory here at the Knoxville Raceway. The great debate, top 3 all VLR. So we'll see what the points are going to shake up after that one. Sure, they're going to continue on with the points lead, and Blake Brown taking down yet another victory for Team VLR. Congratulations to him, and congratulations to everybody here. And looking up and down, man, they're all world-class drivers. They're all 3 of them in the Pro Series, so they've done their homework, folks. It's a good simulation. You have to put in your time to be up front, and there's some good drivers throughout the whole field here. Some of these guys have been in the Pro Series, some of them haven't been, but you see them all over the place, and definitely fantastic fashion here. Great race here for the great debate. A little bit of a caution, Leary race, not normal here of the build for this series. I tell you, one caution is sometimes too much for these guys, but here's tonight a little bit of the woes. I'm sure you won't see that here next week. Man, another fantastic show, and thank you once again to everybody for tuning in. Hey, I don't see any star donations out there, folks, so you're going to actually put us down there. So we are going to see what's going to happen. So, man, skunked here on the broadcast. But we'll see you here in a couple nights here. Sunday night, I believe Phil and Jack will be on the call there at the Milner Design and Media MDM Street Stock Series. So I'm going to sign off for the rest of the day. Rest of my voice. Try to get back to 100%. We'll see you next time here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Good night, folks.